When others are reborn, they either become tigers or snakes. But I have been reborn as a lake, to be precise. A water frog less than 2.5 meters long, and I find myself in the desert. Watching my evaporating water, I realize that it won't be long before I run out of water and perish. Just as I feel despair, a system panel suddenly pops up in my mind, showing that I have 2 level 1 skills: Spring Breeze Speech and Water Binding Technique, with 100 energy remaining. By upgrading, I can evolve into a lake of spiritual power that heals everything. A lake that controls elements like wind, stars, fire, thunder, and lightning, or even a lake of faith that controls everything. I can also successfully evolve. However, just as I ponder the system, a red alert suddenly goes off. Due to prolonged evaporation, the host has a death countdown of 12 hours. Seeing this, I feel a chill and quickly accelerate my understanding of the system's functions. The so-called Spring Breeze Speech is actually a precipitation function that can cause rain within the lake's coverage area, and this rain is infused with spiritual energy, which is very beneficial for the growth of living beings. The water binding technique is used to control water to entangle enemies, but using skills consumes energy. 100 energy is only enough for me to release 2 skills, and how to gain energy needs further exploration. But clearly, I don't have much time left. The death of the lake is simply due to the depletion of water sources. As long as I keep myself from drying up, I should be fine. I immediately use the Spring Breeze Speech skill, watching the energy on the panel drop to 50 points. Then, I felt a gentle breeze pass by, just enough to relieve the heat for a moment, but there was no mist or rain in the sky. Could this system be fake? I suddenly felt a bit worried. Suddenly, a few raindrops hit the surface of the water puddle, and the rain began to fall timidly, gradually increasing in intensity. In an instant, I felt a wave of refreshment. The rain lasted for an hour, and when it stopped, the area of the puddle had more than tripled. Now it looked like the water area had reached 7 or 8 square meters, barely qualifying as a pond. I quickly checked the system panel, and the red alert had disappeared. My heart, which had just crossed over and hadn't calmed down yet, finally had a chance to relax. Suddenly, I felt a tremor in the distance. In my perception, several wild buffalo were rushing towards me. It had been so dry here for so long, and suddenly there was rain. These wild buffalo must have come here to drink water. I felt a bit nervous. Buffalo are herd animals, and if a few buffalo attract a large group, they might drink all the water in an instant. I don't know if the water binding technique can deal with them. I must give them a show of strength to deter the other buffalo to prevent them from drinking up the water I had worked so hard to accumulate. When the first buffalo crossed the mud and came before me, its mouth was much larger than an ordinary cow's, licking towards me. Suddenly, a water rope shot out from the water, tightly wrapping around the neck of this buffalo and pulling it into the water. The buffalo suddenly attacked and struggled violently.